Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about the one and only Turbo Coin. We are going to do a very quick recap for what happened in March, to see, did we make a lot of progress? Did we make a little bit of progress? What is my opinion on this, and where is Turbo going to head over the next few months? Listen, very important day, right? We had the March monthly candle close. Not only that, but we also had the quarterly candle close. So we're going to be covering all of that in this video, what it means and what to expect for Turbo over the next few months. So listen, March 2025 recap, we got listed on 3 exchanges, which is very nice considering that, we are already listed on so many exchanges, and you can see that, right? 200,000 followers, 135,000 followers roughly, pretty decent big exchanges. Some medium ones. We got a small one over here, right? But still, every single win is a win, and ultimately in the end that's gonna, either keep the coin alive or have it die, right? This is why I'm super big on news when it comes to, like meme coins and stuff, and being consistently active, right? The thing is, investors, big money, smart money, institutional money, they see that, right? They see, well, look, this coin is being consistently active. They may be a very nice opportunity to make some money, right? So getting listed on exchanges, doing some certain partnerships, collaborations, diving into different narratives is what I love to see. And Turbo does exactly that, which is why I'm super high on Turbo. And guys, just because a coin gets listed on exchange doesn't mean it's automatically going to pump, right? The market conditions matter way more than a listing. And that's just how it always is going to be until the end of time. But we can see, right? Collaborations, live stream featuring Turbo community members, right? We see that. We can see that launched a Turbo meme bot for high quality Turbo memes and GIFs. L Bank Exchange invited Turbo as a partner for the 1001 crypto night in Dubai. 3Look integrated Turbo, making it easier to create, viral memes and GIFs. Turbo X 3Look AMA celebrating creativity in crypto. 3Look meme competition, right? So I think when they're giving away $300. The unlettered or unfettered game added a Turbo companion avatar in Awakening Season 6. Orange Web 3 called on creators to design a hub for the Turbo community, the rewards for the best design. And yeah, we can see, right? We can see, pretty decently active month. Definitely not our best ever, but you guys got to remember, the thing is, the context with Turbo is that we are already completing so many things that we possibly can complete. So, I'm even surprised that this many things are getting, happening pretty much. I'm surprised so many things are happening because I follow other meme coins, and trust me, they have, in theory, they can be doing so much more, but they either do the same amount or way less. And they still have so many, exchanges to get listed on. They have so many collaborations. They can still dive into so many narratives, and they don't, which is why I'm super high on Turbo. We see lots and lots of support. So I'm going to like these comments because you know what? Every single like, every single comment, every single Turbo tweet does make a difference in the end, right? We can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost back at 140 million market cap. 18 million volume, right? The reason why I believe the volume has been so low over the last couple of weeks is because I believe the reversals are here to come. I really do believe so, right? And consolidation and reversal signs are usually when things just kind of go sideways, not the highest volume, because it just doesn't require that much volume to go up and down in a very, little area. So for me, reversal signs, we are 258th in the world at this current moment. We are pretty much at all-time holders, 53,185. So we'd like to see that. We are pretty much growing or being steady at, one of the worst market conditions we've had in the last like 2 years. So absolutely bullish signs. Bullish sentiment still at 91%. I'm going to vote bullish because I am personally very bullish on this coin. If I were a new investor, obviously not financial advice, but I would definitely be buying a big position right now. So let's talk about the monthly candle, and let's talk about the quarterly candle. So obviously the monthly candle just smashed through the big support and resistance that was very crucial for us, which is why we bled a lot deeper than we wanted to. But I mean, none, I don't control the markets. None of us control the markets at the end of the day, right? So what's going to happen is going to happen regardless of whether or not someone calls it out or wants something completely different. So, we smashed through. So we need to reclaim this area because at this current moment, right? At this current moment, we are below a massive, monthly support. And for the quarterly candle, right, it absolutely was atrocious because in 3 months it pretty much ate most of our gains, right? You probably would have had these, if you bought all the way back in roughly May of 2024, you would have been at break even after a whole year, right? Pretty much after a whole year, you would have been at break even. So not the most ideal, but it is very ideal for people that are looking to pretty much be buying this coin. I personally am going to buy right now. After this video is created, I'm actually going to buy a decent position right here because I believe, this is very good price for the risk, right? We could go possibly a little bit lower here, go sideways before we go up, but I don't see it, being a high probability. Of course, we are, hanging off of this, last relevant daily support. And of course, this support is even bigger, but still, like I said, I don't need the most premium 99% off price. I don't mind getting something like 85% off, 90% off. That's the way I just see it. Also, ladies and gentlemen, so what does that mean for us? Well, for us, the next monthly candle, it has to be kind of bullish, right? But the thing is, even if it's bullish, we don't want it just to simply retest to go lower, something like this, right? If that were to happen, then either A, altcoins are still getting destroyed, absolutely, or, ladies and gentlemen, B, Turbo is just simply dead. Simple as that. However, if we start getting some bullish momentum, we start respecting this area, we go above it, we respect it, and we reclaim it, we're never going to go back to the zone until bear season, and we will recover very quick in price, upwards of 0.0081 very quickly. Like, I mean, very quickly. Within a couple of weeks, we can be back to pretty much prices where we're at, just a couple months ago, because that is how imbalance works, right? When there's a lot of imbalance, usually price mirrors whatever happens. So if it was a quick drop, it'll rise quickly. If it rose quickly, it'll drop quickly. That's just how it works. So, Q1 is done, which I'm happy because I believe Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin overall is, it was looking to pretty much be retesting off of, the previous highs they were making, right? We created new highs not too long ago. This 3-month candle, in my opinion, was mainly just a pullback retest to go further. April can still be, a little bit of pullback, a little bit of consolidation, but overall, I expect April, May, June to be recoveries, and then, after that, I expect, pumps to be happening. Now, two scenarios can also happen where, things just accelerate. Maybe the month of April just completely comes back to, like 104K, and then, May, June, we're already back up to like 120. That is also a very big possibility, but we would have to monitor and see everything. Overall, I am super optimistic about the market conditions overall. Like, I really am. I really do believe the reversals are starting to show, and I do believe the reversals are here. So yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.